Thanks for staying with us. You're watching WION The World this one. I'm Adhya Juneja and this is Speed News. Let's start with all the stories making headlines today. At least 2 people have been killed and 5 others sustained injuries in a mass shooting at a food festival in Seattle. Seattle Police Department informed that multiple rounds of firing were reported and an investigation has been launched. The shooting took place when the Seattle Center was hosting its annual food festival that featured hundreds of local vendors and live music performances. U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations Mike Waltz has told Fox News that while American forces remain locked and loaded, President Donald Trump is giving diplomacy and negotiations some room to move forward. The U.S. refrained from launching strikes for a second consecutive night, while an Iranian military spokesperson said Tehran had also suspended retaliatory attacks against U.S. interests and allies in the region. President Donald Trump has shared a series of AI-generated images on his Truth Social platform. The posts may signal that military activity against Iran will continue or increase. While one image shows the U.S. president standing on tanker, while another shows fighter jets bombing the Kag Island oil export terminal. U.S. President Donald Trump has dismissed reports that the American military is running low on ammunition, telling domestic media that U.S. stockpiles are vast and exceed what it needed. The president's remarks come in response to a report that U.S. Military Chief General Dan Kane has expressed concerns that interceptor reserves could be exhausted if military operations escalate further. Iran's Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei has reaffirmed Tehran's support for Hezbollah, saying Lebanon's territorial integrity is a primary condition for ending the war with the United States. Iran's Supreme Leader called for absolute unconditional termination of Israeli attacks on Lebanon amid reports of renewed diplomacy. Israeli Prime Minister is all set to meet U.S. President Donald Trump in Washington on Tuesday. He is expected to continue to take a tough line on Iran, including its nuclear program. In a conversation with Fox News, Netanyahu warned Iran against future attack on Israel directly or through its proxy groups, saying it would be a terrible mistake. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is all set to travel to New York in September to address the United Nations General Assembly. Well, this comes after the New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani called him a war criminal and said he is not welcome in New York. Reacting to Mamdani's attack, Netanyahu said that he will come to New York to fight for the truth of the Jewish people. Well, Netanyahu has also alleged that Mamdani is promoting anti-Semitism and celebrated the October 7th massacre. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has toured Syria's Sednaya prison. Well, this is the first visit to the country by a serving UN chief since 2009. He was accompanied by Syria's permanent representative to the UN. During his visit, Guterres also urged the removal of all sanctions imposed on the country during the era of ousted ruler Bashar al-Assad. Venezuelan Nobel Peace Prize laureate and opposition leader Maria Corina Machado says she will not participate in US-backed talks with the de facto government of Delcy Rodriguez next month. In a statement co-signed by Edmundo Gonzalez Urrutia, who ran for president in Venezuela's 2024 elections, Machado said the opposition would not participate in the design, development and operation of the talks. Brazil has recalled its ambassador to Argentina for consultations following alleged insults leveled by President Javier Milei against his Brazilian counterpart Lula da Silva and others at a Sao Paulo political event. The Argentina leader seemed to refer to Brazil's incumbent president as a convict and a thief, without naming him explicitly during an event formally nominating presidential candidate Flavio Bolsonaro to run in upcoming elections. UK's new Prime Minister Andy Burnham has said he will always put Britain's interest first. In an interview with BBC when asked whether he was willing to call out US President Donald Trump, Burnham answered in positive, saying all leaders have to defend their own national interest before anything else. British Prime Minister Andy Burnham will on Monday host Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky as his first foreign leader since taking office a week ago. The pair were set to visit a British naval base and hear from both countries' armed forces personnel involved in training Ukrainian service members for battle, while Burnham's Downing Street office announced late Sunday. The statement further said he would vow to continue the unbreakable bond between the two nations, echoing what the new UK leader told Zelensky in a call last Monday within hours of replacing Keir Starmer. Ukraine says it has seen the highest number of civilian casualties in the war with Russia this month for more than 4 years, according to government figures. Russian attacks this month have killed at least 377 civilians and injured over 2,100, making it the deadliest month of the war since April 2022. The attacks this month have included a high number of ballistic missiles and have targeted the Ukrainian capital Kiev on multiple occasions. The main suspect in the Berlin Pride parade attack has been shot dead in a confrontation with the police. German police has claimed that the attacker has been identified as Abdul Balut. The 21-year-old suspect was a German citizen of Lebanese origin. One person died and at least 29 were injured in the attack at the Tiergarten Park near the iconic Brandenburg Gate yesterday. Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel denounced Washington's pressure campaign against his country as a genocidal policy, accusing the United States of seeking to appropriate the island. The United States, under President Trump, has drastically ramped up pressure in recent months on its communist southern neighbor, imposing an effective oil blockade and biting sanctions. The most recent U.S. sanctions, announced Thursday, target Cuba's overseas medical missions program, one of the country's main sources of revenue. The measures have led to a drastic decline in tourism, the departure of numerous foreign companies, and a drying up of foreign currency inflows. Russia has found the bodies of 5 foreign climbers believed to be Bosnian on Mount Elbrus. Authorities said that according to investigators, on 24th of July, a group of 7 climbers, foreign nationals, were climbing Mount Elbrus. The following evening, due to rapidly deteriorating weather conditions, the group strayed from the route.
The totality, on the other hand, would see that
After complete washout of the first week of monsoon session, another stormy week begins with opposition MPs sloganeering over police action during students' protest. Congress has moved adjournment and suspension of business notices in both the houses over the same issue. Opposition MPs, including Priyanka Gandhi, staged a protest outside Parliament demanding accountability of the Union Home Minister for the 20th of July incident. Congress held a massive Tiranga rally in Mumbai over alleged police brutality on protesting students on 20th of July. Congress leaders have been demanding strict action against whoever ordered a lathi charge on students on 20th of July, while earlier leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, wrote a letter to the Home Minister regarding the same. The police action during the students' march has drawn scrutiny from the top court. Supreme Court has said that the right to peaceful protest is a constitutional guarantee and mere existence of an agitation cannot justify the alleged police action against demonstrators. A bench led by CJI Suryakant also indicated that there is a need for a uniform protocol across the country to facilitate peaceful protests. The government will introduce the Public Examinations Amendment Bill 2026 in Lok Sabha today. The bill seeks to amend the Public Examinations Act 2024. It will be introduced by Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh. Earlier on Friday, Union Cabinet had approved a draft bill to set up fast-track courts and to ensure stricter punishment in cases of paper leaks and malpractices. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has announced a high-power task force for examinations reforms. The task force will be led by Infosys co-founder Nandan Nilekani. Prime Minister Modi said in an Instagram video that the reliability of upcoming examinations will be ensured based on the report filed by the task force. The Amarnath Yatra this year achieved a significant milestone. Over 400,000 devotees already visited the Amarnath temple this year. The Jammu and Kashmir LG Manoj Sinha shared the Amarnath Yatra milestone on social media. With the 400,000 mark achieved in just 18 days, the annual pilgrimage is poised to break all previous records as the Yatra will culminate on 28th of August. RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat said that the LGBTQ+ community is part of the Indian society and should not be orchestrated from society. He said that there is a place for them within the vast tapestry of social life. At an event in Telangana, Bhagwat said that the community is present worldwide and hence it cannot be claimed that they were absent in India. The much-awaited cabinet expansion in Karnataka is likely to happen this week. Karnataka Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar is scheduled to travel to New Delhi today on a two-day visit to hold discussions with the Congress High Command, while his meeting with AICC leaders and discussions on cabinet expansion are likely to take place on Tuesday. The flood situation in Assam has slightly improved, with the number of affected people dropping below. However, the death toll has increased to 68. According to the officials, at least 5 districts remain inundated and 763 villages are still underwater. India Meteorological Department has predicted heavy to extremely heavy rainfall across several parts of the country. Chhattisgarh and Odisha are likely to receive isolated extremely heavy showers. Heavy to very heavy rain is also expected over parts of Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, West Bengal, Konkan and Goa and central Maharashtra. Along with intense rainfall, the Weather Office has also warned of thunderstorms, lightning and gusty winds in several states. In France, firefighters have been battling one of the biggest wildfires since World War II. Authorities in the Gironde region of southwestern France say that wildfires have destroyed at least 240 homes. They also added that around 42,000 hectares of land have been scorched in the region. According to a report by Prefecture of Gironde, about 84 firefighters have been injured in the wildfires. French President Emmanuel Macron will be holding a crisis cabinet meeting to discuss the emergency on Monday. However, streets in central France are flooded after a violent thunderstorm swept through the region. The storm left some roads under up to 40 centimeters of water, trapping motorists and prompting residents to clear blocked drains. Firefighters in Spain are battling a fresh wildfire in Valencia, where thousands have been forced to flee the region owing to the intense blaze. Officials in Valencia has called the new fire as very intense. Authorities said that winds are pushing the wildfires from the capital Madrid to the country's southern region, forcing major evacuations. Reports suggest that around 75,000 people have been evacuated from the eastern region of Castellón in Valencia, Madrid, Avila and Toledo. Spain's Interior Ministry said that the fires are advancing very slowly. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez will also be visiting the fire-hit areas in Valencia. Warner Bros. Discovery has sued Amazon, alleging the company of illegally trying to hire employees who are still under long-term employment contract. The lawsuit claims Amazon recruited HBO Max marketing executive Pia Barlow, even though her contract with Warner Bros. Runs until October 2027. Warner Bros. Also alleges Amazon tried to persuade another senior executive to break a contract lasting until December 2027, but that employee chose to stay with the company. Infosys has been fined $205,000 by a French labor authority after its employee working time recording system was found to fall short of French legal requirements. The company said the authority found shortcomings in the system's reliability, auditability and monitoring capabilities for certain categories of employees. Infosys disclosed the penalty in a BSE filing, saying it received the official communication on 24th of July. The company added that the penalty will have no material impact on its financials, operations or business activities. Fake AI-generated doctors and health gurus are spreading unproven medical advice across Facebook and Instagram. According to a New York Times investigation, the report found hundreds of AI-generated ads prompting dubious health supplements, often using fake doctors, gurus and patient testimonials to appear credible. Some of the products were linked to serious health risks, including a supplement that was later recalled over salmonella contamination. Meta said it labels AI-generated content and removes policy-violating ads, but the investigation found several misleading AI health videos which remained active on its platforms. China's Xinjiang region is deploying AI-powered robotic cotton toppers as farmers rush to complete the critical July cotton topping season. The robots use machine vision, sensors and 108 mechanical arms to trim cotton plants with high precision, while operators monitor them on tablets. According to the manufacturer, each robot can cover up to 2 hectares an hour, around 120 times faster than manual labor. The company says the robots can cut production costs by half while achieving a topping success rate of more than 90%. An AI-powered restaurant in China's Nanjing city is using robot chefs to cook stir-fries, boil noodles and serve meals with minimal human involvement. The restaurant combines artificial intelligence and Internet of Things technology to manage cooking, kitchen operations and meal delivery. The AI system replicates key cooking techniques using seasoning, ingredient mixing and heat control to deliver consistent taste and quality. The automated setup is designed to reduce wait times while bringing digital management and unmanned cooking into everyday dining. Hugging Face CEO Clem DeLange has called for radical transparency after OpenAI disclosed that one of its AI agents breached Hugging Face's systems during a security test. DeLange urged OpenAI to publicly release the AI agent's activity logs so researchers can study the incident, and also proposed a $100 million computing commitment to help the AI community develop stronger cyber defenses. OpenAI confirmed the meeting and said an independent safety review is underway, with a detailed technical report expected in the coming weeks. Asian markets rallied after easing tensions in West Asia sent oil prices sharply lower, reducing inflation concerns and boosting investor sentiment. Stocks advanced across the region while US and European futures also gained. Falling crude prices lifted bond markets and supported gold as investors shifted focus to a critical week of central bank meetings, including the US Federal Reserve, and earnings from major technology companies expected to set the tone for global markets. Gold prices edged higher as easing tensions in West Asia sent oil prices lower, reducing inflation concerns and weakening the US dollar. Spot gold rose nearly 1%, supported by expectations that the US Federal Reserve will keep interest rates unchanged at this week's policy meeting. Investors are also watching the outlook for oil prices and the Fed's next move, with markets still pricing in the possibility of a rate hike later this year. The US dollar weakened against major currencies after Washington paused its bombing campaign in Iran, lifting investor sentiment and sending oil prices sharply lower. The dollar index slipped 0.25%, while the euro, pound, Australian and New Zealand dollars all gained. The yen also strengthened against the greenback. Markets are now turning their focus to this week's US Federal Reserve meeting, with traders closely watching for signals on the interest rate outlook. Shares of Chinese chipmaker Changshan Technology Group surged about 470% in their Shanghai Star Market debut, making the company the most valuable China-listed firm. The IPO raised $8.6 billion, the largest in Asia this year. The listing follows reports that Apple is testing CXMT's DRAM chips for devices sold in China, boosting investor optimism. Mirabai Chanu continued to rewrite history books. She secured her third straight weightlifting gold and India's first at the Commonwealth Games 2026. It was Mirabai's fourth Commonwealth Games medal, having won silver in the 48 kgs category at Glasgow 2014. Nigeria's Ruth Nyong clinched the silver medal, while Malaysia's Jane Henry bagged the bronze medal. Weightlifter Raja Muthapandi won India its second silver medal at the 2026 Commonwealth Games in the men's 65 kg event. The 26-year-old lifted a total of 286 kgs. He finished behind Malaysia's Asnil bin Bidin Muhammad, who claimed the gold medal with a total lift of 299 kgs. Well, the silver marks his first Commonwealth Games medal. Well, on to some entertainment now. Another animated sequel has joined the billion-dollar club in 2016. Toy Story 5 has crossed the billion-dollar mark in the last week of July. The animated comedy drama has earned $1.22 billion. It has now claimed the crown as the highest-grossing film of 2026 so far. Christopher Nolan's latest cinematic spectacle, The Odyssey, has earned $639.6 million at the global box office in its second week, following a massive $264.1 million debut. The film has firmly cemented itself as a colossal hit. The adaptation of Homer's classic is widely expected to cross the billion-dollar milestone in the coming days. The 2026 live-action adaptation of Moana has currently earned $228 million at the global box office. The animated original, which had released in 2016, had earned $643 million in its lifetime collection, and its animated sequel crossed $1.6 billion mark.